All right, everybody, welcome to our 8th episode of Firepit Conversations. I am your co-host, Ronnie,
Oh, and I'm Aaron.
and we are so excited for this episode. It has been in the works for some time, so I'm glad that we've been able to do it. So we have a little surprise for all of you listeners out there. But first, as we always do, we're going to just check in. So Aaron, my brother, how are you? What's going on?
Ooh, nothing. Same thing every episode. Getting working, traveling. Oh no, I'm getting ready to go to Nashville. Um, yeah, just working and chilling and smoking and drinking.
Right. Facts. Facts. I love
What-
it.
How about you, Ronnie? Anything new with those badass kids you keep?
Listen, nothing is new, but let me tell you, this past weekend we went to a festival here. Oh my gosh, we had such an amazing time. I don't even remember how or when we got home. That is how good of a time we had. It was
Was it
amazing.
the Mimosa Festival I
It
saw you at or something?
was the Mimosa Festival. Oh my God, it was lit. And you know I love a good mimosa. You know I love a good mimosa. So it was legit like, oh my gosh, we had such a good time. But it's crazy because I got to see a bunch of people that I work with or whom I've worked with in the past. So it's like a big reunion.
So like everybody knows, teachers are alcoholics.
In case you don't know, your educator friends and your teachers, they like a good drink.
They're probably hungover on Monday when they come into work, but
Ooh, definitely on Friday mornings because Thursday is when everybody want to go to happy hour. So yes,
mm,
absolutely. All right,
mhm.
all right. Well, thanks for checking in. But without further ado, we are joined by a very, very special guest today. Um, we are being
Drum
joined.
roll.
Drum roll. We are being joined by our sister, Martina Mick Powell. And we
Oh.
cannot say how excited we are to have her on with us today. So without further ado, Mick, tell the world, hey.
Hi, everybody. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice to see both of you, first of all. You both look amazing.
So do
Oh,
you.
thank
Hair,
you.
beards, gorgeous. Everything looks great. So I'm so happy to be here with y'all tonight.
Listen, we're so happy that you're here. So, guys, you already know what to do. If you haven't done so already, grab your drink.
And definitely something to smoke or drink and smoke, whatever you do or prefer.
And
And
come
Martina
sit.
has hers, what she's
Yes,
doing.
I do. I
Yes,
All
have
right.
my
and come sit
smoke.
at the fire pit.
We coming to sit
Yeah.
at the pit.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So, Martina, for the people out there who, might have this be their first episode or, you know, they don't know who you are, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Martina. I am the sister of Ronnie and Aaron, one of them. And I live here in Connecticut. I live about 20 minutes outside of where I was born and raised. In Bridgeport, Connecticut. I was born and raised in Bridgeport, and I live now maybe 20 minutes outside of Bridgeport. Um, and yeah, what else should I say? I'm happy to be here.
Well,
Should
we're
I say
happy to
more
have
about
you.
who I am?
We are excited.
Well, listen, I think the people will learn more about you as we continue.
Yes.
So I think we're just going to dive head first. All right. You ready?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
So, Martina, what was your childhood like?
What
Just
was my
tell us
childhood
about
like?
it, an overview.
Sure. Okay. My childhood. So like I said, I was born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I um was raised as the eldest daughter of my mom. I was raised by my mom and my grandma. We lived in a duplex also, and the on the other side next door lived my grandma's sister, who we called Titi, and my cousin Kyle, who was her son. So my mom's like first cousin. So my second cousin, like a cousin who you grow up calling uncle, that cousin,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because they're your
Mm-hmm.
mom's age. So So yeah, we grew up in Bridgeport. I was raised as the eldest daughter. I have a younger brother who was also raised with me, and a younger sister who was raised with me. We're each a year apart. Um, and yeah, my childhood was very full of family, a lot of love, have a lot of aunties, a lot of cousins. Um, I went to school like all kids, went to school, and I lived in Bridgeport my whole life. I lived in Bridgeport until I went to college, but I also went to college in Connecticut. And then I went to grad school in Connecticut, and I still live here in Connecticut. But yeah, my childhood was, I would describe it as a I would describe it as an interesting childhood, a childhood that has become more. I understand my child. It was like a little bit confusing for me as a child, and as I've gotten older, I've gotten more clarity. But maybe that's everybody. You understand your childhood a little bit better once you're an adult. But yeah, I think, yeah, I would say it was an interesting childhood. It was good. There was a lot of love, and there was some things that were confusing, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. So, follow-up question, because for the viewers out there, we all share the same birth mother. And so, her name is Anne in our podcast. And so, what was Anne like as a mother? Because we don't know. We weren't there.
Well, Anne was a single mother, I'll say. She was a single mother to 3 kids, like I said, all back to back. She worked a lot. She worked full time. She also, like, when we were quite young, um, went back to school to finish her bachelor's degree. So she worked, she went to school. So a lot of the time she I know that I don't know. Okay, oh God. I just want to pause and say here. Well, anyway, I want to say, can I say this? Can I say something? Can
You
I
Yeah.
can
say
say
that?
whatever you want to say.
Can I say that Anne listens to the show? Do you know that?
Yeah,
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 we know.
we
Okay.
know.
Okay. I'm like, y'all know this. I'm like, let's see how. Okay. All right. Okay.
Ronnie.
So sorry.
I said
Josh,
Ronnie is
remind
terrible.
me.
Roddy. I'm shaking my finger at you, Ronnie.
I just asked the question because the people want to know, and we cannot answer that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I would say again, so busy, again, single mom, present physically, I would say definitely, like, was at the games or the I don't know, Christmas concerts, things like that.
Mhm.
And I think she did her best to be present.
Yeah.
And I think also I think there was an emotional distance that again became much clearer to me as I got older,
Mhm.
and as I even noticed the way other people's parents even related to them, even within the context of my own family, like when I saw my cousin's parents, like my aunties and things of that nature. So I think that there was yeah, just a bit of maybe emotional distance. I think when I was younger, even as a child, and I couldn't categorize it as this, until I was older again, but like maybe even like postpartum stuff, even when we were
Mm.
younger, just sort of emotionally withdrawn. Oh, sorry about that. That was my email. In different ways.
Yeah.
Um, but again, physically present, I would say. And because there was so much love and other that came from other people, I
Mhm.
think maybe sometimes it wasn't as noticeable, I guess. I don't
Got
know if that
you.
makes sense.
I think it makes
Yeah.
sense. Thank you. Thank you for
Oh, it
Okay.
sharing.
makes sense. It
Okay.
makes sense. Because I get what you're coming from. Like, yes, what's today? Monday. So my mom's birthday was Friday. I sent her a message and I told her, hey, I love you, do. And she's never been the woman to be like, I love you. So I just wanted her to know, like, I love her. So, but I really can't remember a time when my mom said that she loved me. So I do. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, like as far as that attachment thing, but yeah, I definitely can sympathize with you with that because I mean, but I know she does, but I've never like heard it come from her.
Yeah. I think that's exactly that resonates with what I'm saying. Yeah. Just sort of like a little like I know it's there and I know you're there and I know you care, but the way you show it sometimes or don't show it sometimes is
right.
it's hard
100%.
to
It's almost like kids need to take the 5 love languages test as like babies, so that parents know like how to affirm and how that child wants to receive love. Because if you're a child who likes words of affirmation and your mom never says, I love you, like that can be really difficult, even though they show up in so many other ways. So I get it.
So do you think, so this is a question. So with that being said, like for a child, if your parents weren't the ones to show you affirmation, do you think when you grow up, you don't look for that? You find a different love language, or do you think you're still searching for that love language?
I don't know. Who's the question for?
It was just a general thought.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think your love language is your love language. And I think you're always striving to get whatever that love language is. And while I think you can like adapt to other love languages, your primary love language, in my opinion, will be your primary love language. And you're going to look for love in those specific actions.
Yeah. And then I think you might stop expecting it though from people who have not been able to show it to you. And I think that's like even a conflict that has come up in that relationship or my relationship with Anne, where it's like if I need the words of affirmation, but that's something that like is just not in your wheelhouse, in your repertoire, in your vocabulary, right? Like, then like because I don't expect it, then I will find it elsewhere. And then I am going to gravitate more towards where I can get that energy that I need to, to feel good about myself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oof, deep thought.
Gosh, Aaron.
I know we like 5 minutes in. It is
golly, Ronnie, keep it time. So let's just fast forward. We got to know you a little bit, but let's just go back to the time with my ancestry test popping up.
I know. I can't believe it's been so many years.
Yeah. But also, what made you want to take ancestry test?
Yeah. Well, something wild that I think we might have talked about before, but if I'm not mistaken, that for each of us, our partners got us the ancestry. Is that true?
Yes.
That's true, right? Yes, that is true.
Shout out to our partners. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Yes. So Lauren got me ancestry for Christmas one year, the year before I think that we matched on ancestry. And it was just out of curiosity, really, for herself, just like she wanted to find out more about her DNA and ancestry. Figured I would too. I was like, cool, this is great, like awesome, thank you, nice Christmas gift. And then yeah, we did it. And then it was like, cool. We got our results. And it was pretty, the list of family members that came up were people who I either knew or just like assume were on my dad's side, like, and I don't have a relationship really with my biological father. So, I'm imagining aunties, cousins, whatever on his side, irrelevant to me kind of. And yeah, and then one day Aaron popped up and it said half brother first cousin, maybe, right? Like something like that. Like it was like something along those lines. And like I was thinking, on my dad's side, I have 6 or maybe 7 like other siblings,
Mhm.
so I was just like, maybe this person is from my dad's side. Like, it's just like, I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna leave it alone. And I showed Lauren, and Lauren was like, I don't know. That's like, if that's your daddy's son, like, I don't know if that's your daddy's son, but like, okay, we just gonna leave it at that. We just left it alone. We just didn't touch it. We just kind of was like, all
Yeah.
right. But a few months passed, and then one day I was talking to my little sister, who we share the same biological mom. We have different fathers. So she said to me, I think it was her who she said it to me, like, do you have this match on your ancestry? Because then Anne got my little sister ancestry, because after Lauren and I did it, she wanted to do it. So
Mhm.
anyway, she did it, and she was like, do you have this match? I was like, yes, I do. So the only matches that we have are from Anne's side, because we have different fathers.
Mhm.
So it was like, if that's your match and that's my match,
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
then we have
ooh.
questions, right? Then we have questions. So we then approached Anne, and we were like, hey Ma, like this came up on our ancestry. Do you know who this is? And then so that was the conversation with Anne. But anyway, moving to like then I think, did I message you on Ancestry?
You did. You did.
Okay, I did.
Yeah. You messaged me, then I think I responded. I sent you like a mini biography, just like, hey, this is me. I was adopted at 5 months.
And
Here's my birthday, and blah 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 blah.
yeah, and we had no clue. That was the thing. We had no, and that's why I was like, I don't know who this is. And when Leola, my sister, and I had put that together, we were like, oh, like we still don't know who this is. We still don't know.
Right.
Like, and then yeah, it was so cool to connect with you. And like once we got clarity on the situation from our mom, it was so nice for me to connect with you
Yep.
and to talk to you a bit more and to get to know you
Yeah.
through
It was cool.
Ancestry. And then eventually I think we switched to texting maybe or
Yep.
something.
Yep. I think we did. It did. It just hit it off from there. I think you even sent me a birthday present.
Aw, yeah.
You sent me the ashtray. I mean, the
Oh
rolling, the
yeah.
rolling, the rolling.
Yes,
Right.
yes. I felt so, I think I said already earlier that I felt there were parts of my childhood that were confusing. And I think one of the things is that I did always feel like something was missing. And finding and meeting both of you really has filled that place in my heart, truly, because I was like, this is what was missing. And so I just, even upon like connecting with you, Aaron, first, I was just like, so like it made my heart so happy just to know you and
Yeah.
to meet you and to know you existed. It
Yeah.
was so special.
That was crazy.
It really
So,
was. That was crazy.
so to kind of go along with that, and this, we don't have to stay on it too long, but how was Anne's reaction to the ancestry connection, or the possibility of, like, what was it on your guys' end?
I had a feeling, and I don't know if I think you all might have said this in an episode too. I think there was this understanding that ancestry was just like DNA, like it wasn't gonna do the family thing, like connecting family
Mm-hmm.
trees. So I think that she was a little bit shocked. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we had initiated the conversation even through text. My sister and I had initiated the conversation through text. So also reading like through text and like, I don't know, to get the
Mhm.
exact emotion. But I think there was like shock naturally, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, wow, this is really shocking. Um, and I think she was blunt but short.
Yeah.
She did not want to get expansive into it at all. She was just like, yes, I had a child that I gave up for adoption. And this must be him. And that was and this I'm talking about when we first found out about Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was her response kind of, and it was again very like
Straight to the
you
point.
know?
Straight to
Yes.
the point, cut and dry. And
Yeah.
that was 2019, correct?
Yeah, that was 2019.
It's been
That was
so
before the
long.
pandemic.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so then we want to fast forward a year just to
Oh my God.
and so when
Yes.
I did my ancestry the very next year and we got the results, what the heck was running through your mind when you got this other connection?
Well, what had happened for me was I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I had a text from Aaron. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, oh, well, Aaron texted me like so early in the morning. And you said something like, I don't know how to say this, but there's another one of us. That is literally what you said to me. And I was like, what does that mean? Then I looked at my ancestry. Lauren was still asleep. So I remember I was just like pacing around my deck all morning, just like looking at ancestry, like, what is this? I texted my sister. I'm like, yo, do you have this match on ancestry? Because if you have this match on ancestry, then it means what we think it means, right? Because there's no other way.
Oh.
And when she woke up, she was like, yeah, I got this match. You know, it was wild. So when Lauren woke up, I was like, I have to tell you something. I was like, look at this. And she was like, I don't know. We did not understand. We were shocked. And I think like the first time with Aaron, we were shocked. But this shock had like a whole other level to it. Like it was shocking at first, but then it was like, okay, like I could
How many of
understand,
them are
like, you
out
know what
there?
I mean? Like, yeah, right. Like this is a once in a lifetime, you know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
is like, I can't imagine ever having this feeling again. So yeah, that made that day, that feeling was like, yeah, it was amplified. So it was like, I never thought I would have this feeling again. And here it is again. I was like, wow, this is so wild. So yeah, it was so wild to connect with you, Ronnie, and just yeah, it was so wild.
So, for me,
Unbelievable.
very
Yeah.
unbelievable. Because for me
Yeah.
on my end, what I saw was it said immediate connection with Aaron. Like it said, like Anne was parent child, right under Anne was Aaron, and that was, immediate connection, full-blooded. And then for you and our other sister, it could be a grandparent, an aunt, a niece, or a half sibling. But it was just like, I think it said close relationship, not immediate. So I was literally, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, aunts, nieces, who knows? Then boom. Mind blown.
So wild.
That is wild.
It was really wild. It was wild. And it was 2020. So like the year was already really wild. Like it was like, yo, mad weird shit is happening. Like, this is so weird. Like this is the weirdest year on earth,
The world is shut down.
Yes.
I was like,
I have two long lost brothers. Like I couldn't believe it. I was, yeah.
It was like
shocked.
this the Twilight Zone.
Right.
I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone.
Yes.
And so what was that conversation like with Anne this time around, if you can recall?
Like if I'm like identical. Like it was kind of like, yo, like, because I think me and my sister were like, yo, like we did, like this popped up on Ancestry. Like, do you know who this is? She's like, oh yeah, like I gave up a child for it's almost identical. It felt like Twilight Zone, like for real, like almost identical. And we were like, oh, wow, like wow. And I think the added part was just like, and I promise that those are all the children I got out in the world. That was kind of her response.
Okay, she's just
That's
like,
it.
and
She's
there's no
like, there's
more.
no more. There's no more.
Okay.
There's no more.
Y'all found
There's no more
Waldo.
surprises. Yes. Yes. So, yes. That was kind of the response. Like, honestly, I think, over the years, even I've had more emotional conversations about this with my sister than than anyone, like, or like, you know, of course, Lauren and like my other like loved ones, but like in terms of family, like really my sister is the person who I've talked the most or tried to process the most with about this. For my mom, I just, yeah, I don't know if she's ever been ready to really talk, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. Thank you for strolling down memory lane with us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then I guess.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. So I just want to know. So I guess we could fast forward a little more. And the first time you meeting Ronnie.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, we could definitely do that. It was so interesting because like when I see y'all here together and like obviously as I've been listening to the podcast episodes and just getting to witness like your relationship, y'all do have some similarities, but like when you first interact with both of you, you are very different, you know, because like Aaron, I feel like you're more quiet and a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
And then like Ronnie, I wouldn't say the opposite of that, but like you're a little bit more outgo, like, you know, a little bit more talkative, and like you were really I'm just like I think you both are like very you complement each other well. Like and I was just reflecting on that, like just like the like how like it was just so different. I mean, if I could ask you a question, like I feel like if I could ask you all, what was it like connecting with like finding out about us, like me, my siblings, and like what that was like for you and like how you felt.
I'm gonna let Aaron go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go first. Mine's gonna be a little different just because I did know I was adopted. So to me, it was like it's like meeting a friend that like you haven't seen in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like you know they're out there still, and then you just run into them again. So to me, it was like that. It was like, oh, this is cool, but it was like you said, it was 2019, 2020. It was just the world was not knowing what to do. And so with me, I was like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. But I knew it was a possibility. Like when I took my ancestry, I was just taking it to see what I was, like nationality wise. But then, you know, everything just starts coming together. Like, I mean, it was in a matter of a year. Like I took mine, Ronnie took his within a year of each other, basically. So it was crazy. Like you got to think, I mean, 30 years, neither one of us took ancestry tests. What you drinking now?
I know.
Keep talking.
Okay. So
I know.
yeah, so when I found out, it was different, like you say. It was like, oh my goodness. Like I found y'all, and then I don't know if I did tell y'all on there that, you know, and I know that like I have an older brother or something. I'm not sure if I remember saying that, but I knew that young. But so I knew there was a possibility something else was gonna pop up. But I keep my mouth shut. Okay. I just say, you know, what needs to be said. And just connecting with y'all, it was cool. And I feel like it's an awesome relationship to have. You know, some relationships are chores and stuff like that, but I feel like our relationship, like the three of us for sure, it's something like we don't have to work for it. It just comes. Like we'll just out of the blue, we might just text you, you know, or message you or whatever it is. And it's something we don't have to work for. So that's also a blessing because I don't like working for shit. I don't even like getting paid. So, you know.
No, that's real. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
For me, it was a little different because I didn't know I was adopted. So, well, first, let me say this. I come from a big family. Like, I grew up thinking, knowing, whatever you want to call it, that I was the last of 7. So I've already come from a big family, and my mom is just that kind of nurturing mom who I have my 6 siblings, and then I have more siblings on top of those siblings because they friends is calling my mom. So I've always kind of shared my mom. And so finding out about more siblings was surprising, but I wasn't like shook by it. I was just like, okay, so this is the new normal. All right. Got you, trying to figure it out. I was very inquisitive. I wanted to like know all the details. I wanted to know the story. I wanted to know who else is out there. I wanted to make the connections. I wanted a family tree. I even think I told Ann one time when we were on the phone, I think I told her like, hey, can we just do like one big family cookout and like just introduce me to everybody? Like, I just want to kind of get it over with. I don't want the continued first time meeting this person and that person. That's how it was for me. But what I will say is, so when I connected with Aaron and first. I messaged Aaron first, talked to him. He immediately told me about you and our other sister, right? Immediately. That was like his first words, like, I was adopted. We have 2 sisters, yada, 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 And then you reached out, and the energy through the text was so positive. So like this genuine, warm, like, hey, this is who I am, and I would it felt like you were going to allow me to go either as fast or as slow as I wanted to and needed to go. And I felt that through the text. I felt that through our first conversation on the phone, which was 2 days after I found out. We had this conversation, and you were like, I mean, we just found out about Aaron, and we're still a little shocked, but we love that, you are now a part of our family as well. And so that's just what I remember the most, was like how warm and welcoming and inviting and positive. Like, it wasn't like, I don't know, it's so crazy because, at this point, there are a total of 9 of us. Aaron and I share 7 other siblings. And our relationships with all the siblings are so different. And I don't exactly know why they're so different, but they're just different. We have like these really warm, positive experiences and connections with you. And then there's an array of that all the way to nothing at all, haven't even talked to yet. So, yeah. But yeah, gosh, that was the thing. I was just like, and I feel like that's exactly what Aaron said when we first connected. He was just like, I talked to Martina. It was like, I'm adopted, and I talked to Martina the most.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that. Question. I do got a question for you. Do you ever get angry, Martina?
Do I ever get angry? Oh, wow, that's such a funny question.
Because you are just so positive all the time. We could call you probably at midnight and you'll answer the phone and be so happy. Like, hello. I'll be like, whoa. I drunk called you. I'm sorry. But seriously, like, I know we all got emotions, but you don't have to answer that for real. But it was just for real. Like, you just so positive. It just, I can't even, but I bet when you get angry, you get angry.
Yeah, I think I get sad a lot. I get sad a lot. But I'm sure I do get angry. But I feel like when I'm talking to you two, I feel like there's no, like, I just feel a lot of like joy, and so in my heart. So I feel happy. And I think, sorry, like, just another thing, like, I feel happy because like it's so miraculous that, like, I don't know, like, we're all pretty young, but like people don't live to our age even sometimes, you know what I mean? Especially in this country, and like for lots of various reasons. So anyway, it's just I feel so lucky to have like found you both like at this age and like intact and like here, and like, you know what I mean? It's just like, this is so special. So I just feel so much happiness when I'm talking to you. I think that's it. That's that part too. And I was happy to be able to welcome you both into the family, because you are family. And Yeah, but I guess I do get angry sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When we talk
That
about
was
what
such a
burned me
good
up.
question, Aaron, because you
We'll,
just
we'll talk
never
about,
know.
yeah, but she said we'll talk. We got that in the later segment, she said.
Yes. But you know, it's I want to thank you for being so open.
Yes.
Like just being so welcoming and so positive and so kind. You know, like you didn't have to be that way. You could have taken a page out of anybody else's book and been
Right,
a
'cause we've
completely
seen that.
opposite way. Because we've seen that, right?
Yeah, we've seen
Like
it.
we have been, I don't want to say we've been directly treated as if, but I will say like people will act as if we, you know, came out the womb and said, "Oh, I don't want to be with these people. Put me with somebody else." Like
Right.
we've done the wrong. And not saying that the adoption was wrong, but like people do make, in my opinion, I don't know if Aaron feels like this, but people can make you feel like you've done something wrong when it's like, but I was like a few hours old when this decision was made. Like I ain't did nothing. And I personally feel like everybody should be like warm and welcoming to us because we're like,
And we don't want for nothing.
right, we don't want nothing. You know, we just trying to get to know people.
Like we new to this too. Okay. Like we're new to this. Like even
Yeah.
though it's been a few years, you got to think of our life. Like this is new to us.
Like new.
And we're trying to, I mean, we talk about it all the time, how we try to navigate through certain situations. Like, I mean, we do it like currently right now. We do like we navigate together through like first situations and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, how do I handle this with Aaron? How do I handle this with Ronnie? Like we have these conversations, so but we're still navigating, learning each other. I know. Let me bring up some Crown Apple. Let me, you know, something like that. I know. So it's like we're adapting to each other. I know.
Right.
Well, going back to the Crown Apple, when he comes, I have Crown Apple on my bar. When I go to his house, is whatever I drink. It be Screwball, it could be that sweet tea whiskey, whatever. He's gonna have a bottle. So the navigation thing, I feel like it might never end.
Right. Because we're still, it's crazy. And I'm sure that you probably can attest to this too, Martina. Like as much DNA as we share, we still don't really know each other. Like we are getting to know one another and we're learning about one another and we're building a relationship. But it's like my brothers and sisters that I grew up with, and you grew up with your sister and brother, and you grew up with your two brothers. We know them. This is completely different people who kind of look like us. And we share DNA. And like it feels like there should be a connection. But again, it's kind of how people act.
So have you ever thought, I got another question for you, Martin. I'm sorry, I got you on here.
Oh no, yes. Ask away, please.
Have you ever thought, what if you had found out sooner in your life about this? Like, has that ever, because I know Ronnie and I have talked about it, but since you've found out, you like, what if I found this out when I was about to go to college or something like that?
Yeah. I kind of wonder that. I think I always wonder what it would have been like to grow up just knowing and having it be sort of like talked about and normalized. Because I think that obviously added to the shock. Like if we knew that it was a possibility that ancestry might lead us to these type of results, I think that would have naturally changed everything. And I wonder what that would have been like for Anne too, if she had been able to like live her life to tell her own children, like, you know what I mean? Or like, even, you know, I can't only blame Anne, or not even blame, there's no blame here, but like in terms of telling people, but even like other people in my family, you know, my aunties, my grandma, you know, my grandma was here with us until I was like 24. So it's like, you know, my whole life up until that point, nobody had said anything. So, you know, I do wonder what it would have been like if it was just, if we talked about.
Yeah.
you both, in the adoption and all of that. I think it would have changed so much.
Yeah, I can see that. So I have another question.
Ooh,
And
Yeah.
don't feel pressure to answer it in its totality.
Oh, I don't.
But but here's
Ooh.
my question.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, golly.
I'm nervous.
Since the second reunification, so since now that you all know about Aaron and I, and you said that you've really been able to process this most with our sister, what have those conversations been like? Yes, for the dramatic
I
pause.
think like, okay. I was gonna say, I think because it's with this particular sister, these conversations, I think first they're usually rooted in I try to come from a place to have these conversations from a place of empathy for Anne, just kind of like, damn, that must, even like I'm talking about before, like, damn, that must have been hard to keep this secret all these years. That must have been hard. That
Yeah.
must have been heavy. And like, as much as you think that, like, as much as one might think you're obscuring it and you're making it smaller, it was still so present, right? Like like I said, like I felt something, my whole life. So anyway, so it usually comes from this place of like, damn, that must have been hard to carry that for all these years. I think we both have different relationships with our mom, and then we also have different relationships with y'all, and we also have different like views on things, but the conversations are usually calm. Like they're calm. They're not like argumentative or anything like that. But I think I usually come from that place of, like you were just saying, Ronnie, like Ronnie and Aaron are innocent. Like, right, if there's a guilty and innocent party, like y'all are the innocent people in this, and I want to build a relationship with y'all. I want to continue to build our relationship. And I think that for my sister, it's usually like there's, because of Anne's level of like discomfort and shame, there's like this tension for my sister that, that she carries around, like, what does it mean to, like, I think for her, she's still reconciling the whole thing. Like, the whole idea that Anne kept this secret, I don't know. I mean, too bad she can't be on here, right? Like right now, like, or like in the future, because I don't want to speak for her, but what I gather from our conversations is like this desire to support Anne in a way that I feel like my energy, I wanted to go towards not supporting y'all. I don't know if y'all need my support, but just like being in community with y'all and like seeing what you're saying, Ronnie, too. But again, like that, like y'all are just trying to make connections with people, and there's no, like, it doesn't have to be divisive, it doesn't have to be argumentative, it doesn't have to be end of the world, like it doesn't have to be this huge thing. Like, let's do the cookout, like let's get everybody connected. Like, why gatekeep? Why?
Right.
I hope I'm still recording, because oh no, this like Siri came on. Anyway, I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me still?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. But for some reason I can't. Okay, I think I'm good now. So sorry about that. Anywho, so I think the conversations usually kind of skew towards that, if that answers that question.
No, it does. No, it really does. And it's actually helpful, because for me, I'm like, I don't like it. Like, and you use the perfect word, divisive. It doesn't have to be divisive. Like, we're not pitting anyone against their mom or their mom against them, or we're not trying to take nobody's mom, or anything like that. It's just like, for me, I always say, and I've told this to Aaron before, is like, so much of this is like my story, so much of this is Aaron's story, but there is a big chunk of this that is Anne's story. And it's like, we cannot, like, I can't go up to one of your aunties or your cousins or uncles or whomever and be like, hey, by the way, this is who I am, without then telling Anne's story. And there's a part of me that still wants to always just be kind of like empathetic to that. Right. And so I like that. I like what you said, because that kind of makes some things make a little more sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's this way that, of course, because of the relationship of that we have, that my sister and I have with Anne, there's a way that because of the feelings that she carries, whether she talks about them or not, they're there. Like I was saying before, even in childhood, like they're still there, whether you talk about them or not.
Right.
They're present. So I think, I think my sister might be a little bit more responsive to that and a little bit more concerned, where I'm like, girl, you gotta, I don't know, like you gotta, I want the best for you. I want peace for you. And to me, I think the way to make peace with this within yourself is to move forward.
Right.
And if that's not what you agree with, that's cool. That's on you. Like that's your weight to carry, like on your shoulders. But like I can't let her fear, shame, whatever it is, prevent me from having a relationship with you two. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's an easy thing. Like, anyway, I think that, yeah.
I get it. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I'm like, gosh.
No, the truth of the matter is, I don't think that I think this is maybe like the first time that we've all kind of talked about it in length like this, and really diving into like more of our backgrounds, more of your backgrounds. I think we all kind of started from like ancestry forward, right? Versus like taking that step back and really being able to acknowledge some of the past and how that plays such a huge part in our present. And so I appreciate you for kind of going back there and really kind of sharing with us your perspective, because again, especially for the last few episodes, we've been really big on saying like, this is our experience. We're not saying it's anybody else's truth, but this is what we've experienced. And so that's where we're going from this point forward, is just sharing our experience. So I think we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do. I really, really do.
Yeah.
So I guess my next question is, when are we going to do our siblings trip?
Yes, I want this. And now I want to do the cruise. I think you said something about wanting to do a cruise.
Yes.
Let's do a cruise. Let's do it.
Adults only.
Adults only.
Only.
No children.
No children.
No kids.
Sorry, Dad.
Yes.
And a kid, nobody under 25.
Yes. That to me sounds beautiful. Sounds ideal.
Yes. We're going to put it together, and we are going to record while we are on the cruise. And I would really love it if all of the siblings come, all 9 of us.
Yes.
Now I don't know how that's gonna work, but if just the 3 of us go, if 4 or 5 of us go, I think it would be absolutely amazing for all of us to go.
I think so too, and I hope they're listening. Like y'all are invited, so please, like, make your way,
because we're all siblings.
Yes,
all of us. Innocent parties.
We are.
Yes. Well, Martina, we thank you so much for just giving us your wisdom and just being so open and honest and welcoming into your family. We truly appreciate it. But we're going to move along to our next segment, which is that what burnt you up recently? It could be this week, could be the last few days. What burnt you up? So I think, Aaron, if it's okay with you, I think we should start with Martina.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing. I'm right.
Yes. What burnt you up, Martina? What has really ticked you off?
What burned me up today is the fact that I had a hair appointment that began at 10 a.m. and I got out of my hair appointment at 4:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. So I don't get it. I
Wait a
don't
minute.
understand why it has to take so long. And I just wish that, when you're getting your hair done and it's just like, oh, like, I don't know. It just made me so mad because it's like
Yeah.
the perfectionism. Like, okay, I want the hair beautiful, blah, blah, blah. But okay, and everything kind of, oh, not everything went wrong, but it kind of felt like everything was going wrong. Like and I love my braider, like I do. I don't know if she's gonna listen to this, I doubt it, but like if she do, Ati, I love you, girl. I love you
We love you,
so
girl. We love you.
bad.
We
Don't get it
love you.
fucked up. We love you.
But girl, like the length of time is just way too long. And then at one point at the end, she ran out of the color of my hair. So she had to start taking hair, a couple strands out the back and replace it with a one that was similar. It's gotten blended in the back. But so then you undo and braids to redo them up here to have to do them back in the back. It was too much and I was crying. I was so upset. And so at the end, I'm like doing my little Zell, paying her whatever, trying to get out the chair. And sometimes when this happens, when it's a little long, she let me go. But today she was like, I need to get pictures of your hair. So like I have to stand here and take pictures of my hair. I was so mad. And my pictures, I look so angry. I'm just frowning. I'm like so angry. I was so angry. My pictures, I look miserable. I'm like, I want to leave right now. It was cold. It was freezing. We got through the entirety of Squid Game, like the entire first season,
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
season. And it was just a lot. It was a lot. So that's what burned me up today. Anyway, that's the thing that
Ooh,
I
it
get
burned
it.
me up when it take the barber too long and I'll be in the chair 40 minutes. I'll be mad.
Okay.
I'll be
no,
so mad. I'll be trying to get in.
But your braids look amazing.
They do.
thank you so
They
much. They're a
do.
lot longer than I anticipate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But oh girl, and my head hurt. It's just
Oh, that'd be the problem. It'd be and then sleeping on it the first night. You'd be like,
Okay.
not want to put your head on the pillow. Like, I gotta.
Look, sleep it like
I
this.
in
Oh yeah.
pain.
Oh yeah.
Just
You
in
be. I
pain.
sleep with my hand on my head like this.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh. I get that. Oh my goodness. I get that so much. What about you, Aaron? What's burned you up?
What's burned me up? Well, since I was drinking this today, this pure white Hennessy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
What burnt me up is the price of it now.
ooh.
Okay.
Like, I think when you got me one the first time, it was like $60.
Mm-hmm.
They sitting on $90 a bottle right now, and I'm like, that is crazy. Y'all, everyone getting hip to how delicious it is. Is that what it is?
That's it.
Because it is. I paid. I was my brother. One of my brothers. He was like, "Hey, I can get it for you, but hey, man, can you send me the money?" I was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "Look, it's not." He showed me the price tag. He said it's $90. I said, "Since you went there, yeah, still get it for me." Now I wasn't happy paying that $90 because that was damn near 2 bottles, a year, 2 years ago. But now one bottle $90. It's delicious now.
It is good.
It's good, but that's a little ridiculous. And that goes back to the price of everything right now. It's just ridiculous. I spent $150 at the grocery store the other day, and I felt like I bought nothing.
Mm.
You didn't even have that much in the buggy.
Oh, $150 back in the day, your buggy is up top. This man, I can still see the bottom of my buggy.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I get that. Listen,
Mhm.
I don't know what it's gonna take for these prices to go down, but something gotta happen. Because I can't afford it. I
No,
cannot.
Oh,
no.
Roddy. Okay.
Mhm.
So I was a good one, like just a nice, calm and chill. So Ronnie usually come with the bullshit. I'm just letting you know.
No, I got a good one. It's not even bullshit this time, but I do have a good one.
We could go back a couple episodes. The caucasity.
The
That was you.
caucasity. Oh my
And
gosh.
that
No,
was
I'm
the
not.
one time when I had a nice calm one, and then you came with that one. But then the time before I had came with over the top one. So I guess
Right.
we're alternating. So with
We
me being
alternate. Yeah.
good, I know you coming with the bullshit. So go ahead and hit
No,
us.
mine is actually not like crazy. Okay. So let me tell you. So it is fall.
Oh, okay.
And the leaves
Might
are
be okay.
falling.
We might be
And
okay.
I just feel like back when I was growing up, and I don't know if y'all did this, Aaron and Martina. I don't know if y'all did this, but when I was growing up, we used to go around with a rake and we used to knock on people's door and be like, hey, can we rake your grass? Can we rake your lawn for you? $25. Or, when it was warmer, can we cut your grass for $25? What? Kids don't do that no more.
No.
And you know what my backyard look like? A pile of goddamn leaves. And I just feel like, where is the entrepreneurial spirit in these kids today? I got a yard full of leaves that needs to be raked up in bags. I even got the rake. You ain't even got to come with the rake. I got a rake and I got leaf bags.
Oh, okay. Well, the entrepreneurship has gone to such things as OnlyFans. That's where people are being entrepreneurs. Like these, irritated. They don't. I mean, you got it. I work in with me working in the restaurant. Well, yeah, the restaurant industry, kind of. When us hiring these kids, they don't have the drive.
I know, but I got the leaves. And I just feel like I want them to come rake these leaves up. Like,
are they all falling off the tree? Cause I wait till they all come down. I'm only doing it one time. If I
oh my God! So
I'll wait. Every last one is off that tree. It could
so
be
hold on, you'll rake leaves? Is that what you're saying?
No, no. But let me tell you my stipulations. I see one snake. I see a lizard that is longer than the snake, or anything like that. I'm out of there.
Okay.
I could rake it. I could go like this, and I see one little. It could be a baby snake. I don't give a fuck, because where there's a baby, there's a mama. I don't do no snakes. So once I see that, I don't care how your grass looks, how the yard looks. You can have 5 piles there. They're gonna be left there until you go pick them up. I ain't going back there.
I get it. Okay. Well, I just need like a young person to come rake my leaves. Someone that's a little fearless, not like our brother Aaron here, who doesn't want to deal with the snake. I need somebody who's gonna throw the snake across the fence and I just feel like I said, I feel like I don't see no lemonade stands. Like
no,
nothing.
You see fundraisers. Like you don't really even see that many, people doing car washes.
No.
No.
So I mean, they don't do it like that. They just, I told you, OnlyFans.
Well, that's what burned me up. So, well, Martina, thank you so much for coming. You are always welcome on our show. We are so happy that you are our sister. And again, I know we've said it before, but thank you so much for being so warm, so welcoming, and just being the amazing, beautiful you that you are. Now, what our listeners may not know is that our sister is talented.
Okay? She's talented. Okay.
Talented. And she is a published.
You didn't say it one more time for the people in the back.
Published authoress.
Okay? Oh, let me tell you, Maya Angelou, go ahead, girl.
And so what we really want is, in our last few minutes, is for Martina to take us out with one of your beautiful, beautiful poems.
All right.
If you will.
Thank you.
I was thinking about this once you mentioned it to me. I was like, I have a poem that I could read. I hope it feels okay to read.
It is.
It will.
It will. Okay. It'll be perfect.
All right. Thanks. I hope. Okay. This is from my first. I have a first book. This is my first book. And
girl, you need to tell me how much and where I can get a copy from.
I'll send it to y'all.
Okay. Send the invoice with it, please.
No, I want y'all a copy.
No, we support.
We support.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you both. And
tell us about your most recent book.
Yeah. Go ahead. Your book.
Plug.
Okay.
Plug.
All right, I'll do it. My most recent chapbook just came out from Host Publications. You can find that at hostpublications.com. And should I say the title? The title is Summon the Last Toyota Celica and Other Circus Tricks. And it's a pretty cool chapbook. This chapbook is called Chronicle the Body, and I think that y'all should read. I think it's a lot about like what I remember of my childhood. So
Mm.
interesting.
Oh,
Well, bless us. Bless us.
Yes, I'll read you
That's-
this poem. This is called it's called Ritual for Reconciliation, and I hope it's okay to read. Ritual for Reconciliation. 1. To forgive your mother, you must eat your own elixir. You must bathe yourself in Sapphire Peninsula and swallow. 2. You must remember your grandmother stole herself, a palimpsest of purple skin. She broke her bones into boxes and crushed herself like marmalade to become this butterfly. 3. To forgive your mother is a testament to the jawline, the limp lip bit with all the boy's teeth. You must forgive your mouth for the way it reflects your father's. You must recognize your mother's hand as only scared, as only trying. 4. To forgive her is a slow dance in a glowing bedroom stacked with butterflies as aquamarines and tulips. 5. You must remember your grandmother, how in her right body she grew golden clementines, carved them like church bells sung Sunday in brothels decorated with men becoming boys, becoming phantoms, kept the women who waltzed like your mother safe, called them turquoise and brimstone. 6. To forgive her is to remember the neck from which she was born. You must thirst for the strawberries in her cheeks and the empty sour of her kidney. 7. To forgive your mother, you must give her back both her sugar and her nightmares, both her kneecaps and long lashes. You must become a laundromat and a Holiday Inn, a tin bucket topped with rose petals, a 3 a.m. phone call, an underground railroad, a girl again. 8. To forgive your mother, you must wash yourself black as a firework. You must become white Zinfandel and hungry, shadowed, grapevine. That's the poem.
And
Thank you
on
for
yes. And on that note, again, thank you all so much for listening to another episode of Firepit Conversations. Until next time, please do not forget to bring your drink
and you smoke. Smoky smoke.
and come sit at the fire pit. Please follow us on Instagram at Firepit Conversations.
And on TikTok at firepit_conversations. And Martina, you can plug yourself. You want to?
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me at on Instagram at mickmakesmagic.art. That's me.
There you go.
And until next time, enjoy the pit.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.